This is the interest marketing campaign. In this short walkthrough, I'm going to show you how this campaign works and why it's important to implement for your marketing. So the first thing you'll see with the interest marketing campaign here is a web form to capture leads, because most campaigns start with you capturing leads. Alternatively, if someone is already on your list, we left an option for these tags here that you can use in emails if your client or prospect clicks on a certain email. So step one is creating the web form. And in that web form, you'll have options for your different products. In this case, it's product A, B, C, and all the products combined. And once the prospect has that tag that they filled out in the web form here, there's a decision diamond that sends them to the specific sequence for that product that they're interested in. The reason why this is important is especially for businesses where you have multiple products and services, all that may be related, but if you focused entirely on product A, if the prospect was interested in product A, you'd get better results because you're speaking directly to the prospect's needs, at least based on what they filled out in this web form here. So they filled out that they're interested in product A, so you put them in the product A sequence, and then once they purchase product A, they're removed from that sequence. So this is the web form here. It's just a simple web form that you could use with Infusionsoft pages, or you can use it on any lead or landing page builder. And you just take this whole form and you put it in your lead page on Infusionsoft. You can use the hosted version and make it look a little bit better, or you can put it in a landing page builder. Next step occurs here. Once the offer is selected that they're interested in, a tag will be applied to each lead. So once this tag is applied, that is what the decision diamond looks at to decide which sequence to put them in. So if they chose that they're interested in product A, once they get to the decision diamond, then it's going to say, okay, you have the product A tag. Okay, let's put you into sequence for product A. And then of course here you could just use the basic web form to copy that. If you're using it internally when someone is already on your email list, sometimes you don't need to do a pretty design. You just need them to choose what product they're interested in. Or if you want your developer or yourself to add it to a landing page, you obviously aren't going to use this one. You could send it to your web designer here or webmaster, or you could get the HTML code here and put it in your landing page builder. And again, this decision diamond is what does all the magic. Once they choose an option in this web form of what product they're interested in, if they chose product A, the decision diamond is going to send them only emails from product A. This is where you're going to want to put all your emails. You can put as many emails in this sequence as you want until they make a purchase. You could even have 100 emails in here until they purchase, or until they decide I'm not interested in product A anymore. Now I'm interested in product B. So if they decide now they're interested in product B, they'll be taken out of this sequence with an action set and they will go to product B. And you could have, let's say, 20 emails in there or however many emails you decide to put in there. So again, if you want to manually apply the tag, let's say someone replies to email and they say, you know what, I thought I was interested in product A, but I'm actually interested in product B. Then you can actually apply that tag manually. Then the lead will be automatically put in that sequence without submitting this web form. So you could apply each of these tags manually. You can apply those manually, or your salespeople can apply those tags manually. For example, inside a product A sequence, initially, if you have to remove all of those interest tags for the contact. So for example, it removes 4 tags here. So if someone is interested in product A, right, it removes all the other tags, removes all of them. So that way they're no longer in the other sequences. So this will remove all of the not interested tags for the lead if, for example, they weren't interested after 2 minutes. Then the action will run and the tag is applied in this sequence with this action set right here. It waits 2 minutes before the tag starts. So after all these tags are removed, it waits 2 minutes. Then you could start sending out all of your emails. So you could put as many emails as you want right here. You could add as many emails. This says wait 3 days. You could change it to 1 day if you want. So that's how that works. So again, in the product A sequence tag, it removes them from the other sequence. But suppose the lead submitted the product A sequence option, then the lead will apply the tag for product A. And again, it'll remove the other tags with this action set. It removes them from the sequence, not just the tags, because this removes the tags, but they may still be in that sequence. So with this action set, it removes them from the sequence, because you could remove a tag, but then if they're still in that sequence, they have to finish that sequence unless you add a goal at the end of it besides purchase. So right now we just have it set up that if the goal is purchasing the product, then they get removed from the sequence. But if now they're interested in product A instead of product B, this action set will remove them from the other sequences so they're not getting emails about more than one product. Again, the email will go out. We put a dummy order link in this email, but right here and right here, this process, you can actually add as many emails as you want after this action set. You could have 10 emails, you could have 5, you could have 20, you could have 100, as many as you want. And again, in this email, you can select a form that you want to use for the order button. We just put a dummy order button here. Then it'll automatically go to your sales page, order page. And obviously you should customize this text. This is just dummy text. We didn't write the email for you. So again, after 3 days delay, or here it says 7 days. It says wait at least 7 days between emails. You could change that to 3 days. You could change it to 1 day. It just depends on what type of product you have. You could do it every 10 days. So again, the client or prospect was initially interested in product A, and they go through this sequence, and then you remind them about product A, and at the end it removes that tag. And if the contact purchases the product from the order form from the email that we sent here in this sequence, remember the emails were in this sequence, if they place this order, then it takes you to the remove product A sequence. If they purchase, then this sequence will actually remove them. Let me make that bigger. So right now we have it set up as a product purchase, but let's say you were selling on the phone or through Zoom or consulting calls, strategy calls. You can make this another tag. So once a tag is added, so we have it so if they purchase a product, but you can also change this to a tag if you want to. And again, this sequence here is where your 5, 10, or 100 emails can be. And then once they purchase, this sequence removes them from that sequence. And let's say they become interested in another product, then they would go through to product B sequence. Let's see here. So that's basically the whole process. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know. So this is how the full sequence looks. Product A, B, C, and then we have a sequence set up for product ABC, or for example, a bundle. A lot of people, let's say you have a high-end product and then you break down your product into 3 pieces. So A could be one piece, B and C is another piece, and then the bundle can be your complete product or service. So if someone chooses that they decide later that they're interested in the full shebang, then they would be removed from any of these sequences and they would start going through your bundle sequence or your high-end product sequence. So, but in between, again, if the prospect decides that they change their mind and they're interested in product A, B, or C instead, they get moved into that other sequence, which is very, very important. So again, you want to make sure you name all of these properly, change these to the names of your product. And then we also added a tag at the end called not interested. So if they decide they're not interested, or if you add that tag manually, then they'll be removed from this sequence, from the product A sequence. So that's the whole campaign in a nutshell. And this is the sequence we showed you in the beginning. Remember, you can add as many emails as you want. We have 3 days to wait between emails. You could set it to 1. You could set it to 7. You could set it to 14, depending on what type of product or service you have. And you could also have as many products as or product emails as you want. So the delay timer can change based on your industry, and the number of emails can change here. And that is the interest marketing campaign in a nutshell. The good thing about this campaign is it's structured in a way that you could be automatically promoting 4 different products or services without creating a ton of different campaigns. And when your prospects, clients, or customers change their mind, they'll be moved to that other sequence. Look forward to you applying this to your business and making more sales. Let us know if you have any questions.